from what we've completed. Okay, we'll take with the first one here. Try this one here, Sneha. Yeah, okay, good job. Okay, vicinity doesn't feel like the right answer. And this question is come from the 5 characteristics that we looked into, the 5 V's. So I will just add it. Question 23 is from here. That when you go through this, you can revise it quickly. So your question 23 is from here. Okay, let's look into the next one here. With logic, which two of the following statements with regards to big data are true? First one, it is more reliable than other sources of data. It consists of structured and unstructured data. So that is one thing. Second, it can change very quickly. Okay, that is true because there's a lot quantity velocity coming in. It can take multiple forms, right? It can be images, videos, PDF, text. It involves dealing with large financial numbers, not necessarily. It can be non-financial also. So D definitely doesn't feel right. It is more reliable than other sources data. There's nothing that proves that, right? There's nothing that says that these are more reliable ever. There's nothing that says these are more reliable. There's nothing about it that says these are more reliable. There is no basis to call it more reliable than others. Okay, there's not. Why not D? It involves dealing with large financial. But if you say financial, that means there is no non-financial data. If I just say your report consists only financial data, so that am I not implying that if there is no non-financial data? But in big data, you will see financial and non-financial, not just financial. Here the question implies it involves dealing with large financial numbers. Why only large A and why only financial B? Can be small also and can be non-financial. When you say this only involves with this, that means the other is not there. If I say it's a veg restaurant, that automatically means there is no non-veg there. Similarly, if I say it's financial data, implying there is no non-financial data, why? If I'm saying large financial data only, why there is can't be small? For that is. Okay. Next, we look into the 25th question here. What about that? Okay, but let me see where I can put this. What does it involve? Okay, so I'll put it here. Question 24. Next, which of the following statements are true is done, is it? No. Which of the firstly, it's only useful for big organization. That means it's not useful for small organization, said no one ever. Why can't a small company use it? Why can't a small company use it? Yeah. What is about it that a small company can't use it? Next, it is all contained on the internet. Okay, it is all on the internet, right? If you think about it's all on the internet, why not? It cannot be in why can't it be anywhere else? Why it has to be on the internet? Why I can't have a hard copy of something now? That's also big data because it's data at the end of the day. Okay, next, it is all generated external to the organization. Why can't it be internal to the organization? Yeah. And lastly, it can lead to a competitive advantage. Definitely. It can make you better than the other organization. Right? Competitive advantage is what gives you more profit in a crowded market. It can lead to a competitive advantage, definitely. Okay, it can lead to a competitive advantage, definitely. Right? 25D seems like the right one, yeah. 25D. Okay, it can lead to a competitive advantage. Yeah, it can definitely lead to a competitive advantage. Yeah. Hello, sir. You need help? You need help? Okay. Do you need some help? It can lead to a competitive advantage. Okay. It can lead to a competitive advantage. Okay. It can lead to a competitive advantage. 25. It can lead to a competitive advantage. Okay. What can it can lead to is a competitive advantage. What can it lead to? A competitive advantage. Okay. It can lead to a competitive advantage. Okay. Done. Next. I saw competitive advantage here, right here, guys. So question 25 is coming from here. Okay, it can lead to some marking from where the questions are coming as well. Let's move on to the next one here. Okay, so it is often said that big data enhances your business decision. Which of the following regarding big data and decision making is true? Decision which include big data analytics can lead to a competitive advantage over rivals. I mean, why not? We just saw competitive advantage over here. You see here, question 25 I've written here only in bracket. Now question 26. Okay. Next year, big data analytics cannot account for competitors' expected actions, right? Why cannot it not account for? It's very less things that big data cannot do. So whenever there's anything cannot about big data, always give it a second thought. Okay. So here this can be achieved by better tracking of customer trends as well as the actions of the competitors themselves. The action and the change of competitors can be accounted for. So you can get to know about what the competitors are doing through the pattern discovery. So question 26, only the first one is the right. Only first appears to be right. Okay. Done. Only first appears to be right. 26. Only the first appears to be right. Right? Decision which include big data analytics can lead to a competitive edge over rivals. Right? So only the first one appears to be right. Okay. Question 26. First one appears to be right. Right? Decision which include big data analytics can lead to a competitive edge over rivals. Definitely you can get a competitive edge over rivals. Okay. Which two of the following are thought to be benefits of big data? So we have the benefits here. There is no need, okay? There is no need to have a deep understanding of the industry in order to interpret the data. So see, to interpret the data, you need an understanding. Yeah? So to interpret the data, you need an understanding. That's definitely important. Customer relationship can be improved, resulting in a better repeat customer, definitely customer loyalty. So it helps in CRM. Big data can be used in CRM. Next, businesses' performance can be better tracked and analyzed against a wider set of criteria, definitely. So 2 and 3 feel right. All information, available big data will create value for an organization when analyzed. Let's see, not all can create value. Some maybe will not be as useful. Some data may not be useful. Just because you have it doesn't mean it will be useful. There are all clothes in a wardrobe that we never wear, right? We have it yet it's not useful, right? We have contact on our phone that we never call, we never speak, we never do anything to. All of us can have one contact like that, more than one. So just because having it doesn't mean it's creating any value. Yeah, having it doesn't mean it's any creating any value. So question 2 and 3. Okay. Big data helps in CRM. Big data helps in CRM. Okay. Okay, so I'll put this over here. Question 27 has come from here. Similar to this, maybe not directly, but in context. Okay, next, which of the following is not considered a risk when using big data to enhance the business decision making, which is not considered a risk? Which of the following is not considered a risk? Okay, we looked into the risks of big data over here, big data risks. Okay, firstly, the veracity of the data is difficult to assess. Okay, that is definitely, I would say, that is a risk. Right, veracity means what? Source, the credibility of the source. Right, we say WhatsApp University, right? Did you read this on WhatsApp University? Right, what does that mean? That the source is not right. You just anyone can make a content today using Canva and just post it on somewhere, and then we can't believe it to be true if we got a forward, right? The veracity is not again credible. Next, traditional sources of data are ignored, right? This is not a risk because traditional data, big data consists from traditional data also. Big data is not only on the internet, big data is not only modern data. Big data can also be traditional data. Okay, big data can also be your traditional data. So big data risk. These are the big data risks. Question 28 is come from here. Okay, done. Like to question. That's it. Okay, this is of chapter 3 questions. Yeah. The answer to the last question. This one. Traditional sources of data are ignored. This is not a risk because you consider them. Yeah. You consider them. This is chapter 3 done. Now we look into chapter 2.